Do you think that Shannon Sharpe actually made that video deliberately and coming live to tell people that it wasn't deliberate? Let's take some time and have a discussion on it. Watch to the end of this video and let's review the subject.
Oh my God!
Welcome to the Man of Thought, aka the Villain of Truth, aka the Black Panther of Nigeria. On the subject that has to do with Shannon Sharpe, there are a lot of controversies like, oh, he maybe, probably deliberately did it. Shannon Sharpe has come out and made some videos. Everyone who knows who Shannon Sharpe is, Shannon Sharpe actually came back on live to make a video, an apology video about yesterday, and spoke about the subject on how the whole idea happened. He has said it, that he wasn't so good at making use of his phone. That means he's not technologically inclined. I was thinking it's just Nigerians. I was thinking it was just only Africans that are not technologically inclined. But it is very funny, and it's that even someone who tends to be in the UK or US, an American citizen, is not even good at making use of his phone on certain things. Wow. And that's excusable simply because he tends to be an athletic in the past. When you look at the subject, there are some lessons we can ask from ourselves. Was it, some people would have been asking a few questions like maybe he was actually doing it, maybe it's just a setup and the rest of it. Please, I want you to know something. This guy is already famous. He has already been very famous with the video he had with Cat Williams. And if he had a video with Cat Williams and that video gave him millions of views and he has made a lot of money from that particular video, let us ask ourselves a question. Why would he want to even bother himself doing stuff like this just to be able to become more famous? But unfortunately at the same time, the incident makes him a little bit more famous. It brought him into the limelight. It cleared out some doubts that certain individuals are having about him, thinking that Shannon Sharpe was a gay in the past. And I don't know how you will see such a sincere, grown-up athletic man and you consider him to be a gay, if not because there is an indoctrination mindset of people, and now you can't even trust the people you see based off how they look. Now you have to see for yourself and see how they actually do things for you to be able to even know that this individual shouldn't be a gay. Oh, sorry, should he be a gay? I don't know about it before they start blocking everybody's channel. Well, I think when I look at the whole subject, it's very interesting, but there's a caveat to it. And the caveat is that I believe that in the next 6 months, someone else is going to try to pull out that stuff. In fact, due to the incident that happened with Shannon Sharpe, I think a lot of people have learned from it and they've seen how the thing actually increased his subscription. In fact, for me, the moment I saw his post yesterday, I immediately went back on the nightcap and Shannon Sharpe's channel, and I turned on the notification because I wasn't even doing it now in the past. So it drew my attention to say a lot of people want to crack the code in a sense, like most people would want fame and they want to make it look like it was an error. But I love the fact also that he came out and he talked about the idea that it was a complete error and he was ashamed and he wasn't proud of himself. This is exactly what we expect from our black brothers in the Western culture on how they should present themselves in the world. Unfortunately, some of them would have a different ideology, a different kind of belief system. And that reminds me of our own Tiwa Savage, our musician Tiwa Savage. When she had a sex video, rather than her to have said that I am ashamed of myself for doing something like this, Tiwa Savage came on live and she was saying, now who never do that thing before? This is exactly the difference when you are being responsible, regardless of the fact that you're on the limelight, and when you make a decision not to be responsible and you become irresponsible at the end of the day. You see, stuff like this could happen to people when you were recording, because your own video actually on Tiwa Savage, she was deliberate, in my perception, making the video. It wasn't like she wasn't good with her phone. And then she was so proud of it, bringing it to the public and telling us like, yes, everyone does it. This is the reason why there is strength in humility. And some women might not be able to break this particular code, why men always talk about being submissive. Humility is the greatest thing. When you make mistake, can you really apologize? Can you really discover your mistake and say you're sorry, regardless of the fact that the world is going to give you backlash and the rest of it? Humans also like to see those who can repent. But unfortunately, our own Nigerian Tiwa Savage, she says no, she's so proud of it. But thanks, and I think Shannon Sharpe becomes a very good role model for a lot of people. at least if you have someone who is going into whatever profession he has been to, I think maybe it's soccer or something like that. I don't know whatever they've been doing before. Is it soccer? Is it football or something like that? Whatever his earlier career was all about before he moved into the media space, I think that he has proved himself to be a better gentleman and to be a role model for the black men in the society, regardless of the fact that it was a mistake. Yet he was able to hold down and say, I made an error. And I think this particular attitude should be expected of we men in today's society, because I think also that when we lead by good characters, maybe there is a possibility, but let us hold ourselves accountable, because there might be a possibility that women also, that naturally knows that men are mostly the leaders, would always also want to learn from how we are able to use humility to hold our strength, and rather than us bragging, and if it's a blue face and the rest of it, they'll be saying, I did this, I did this, I did this. But at the end of the day, he was able to come out in a humility spirit. I think I really appreciate that black brother, and I think he's a great model, great role model for the black American. With that being said, if you haven't subscribed, do subscribe to the channel. For everything I could see about him was on the positive light, and I'm happy it happened. Have a blessed day. See you in my next video. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel, like, share, and join membership. I hope to see you in the next one. Adios, amigos. Bye bye for now.